Welcome to Daddies the Podcast, featuring Eric and Greg. Join them each week as they hang with a new guest to talk about who they are, their why, and the stories that come up along the way. Thank you for being a part of the Daddies community.
You know what's funny? Anything you do in this world, just because you have a cool voice or you're good at voice acting, doesn't mean that you're necessarily a great conversationalist or want to talk to people or whatever. That's what's so funny about anything that you do, like artistically or any job that you do, really. But I say artistically because a lot of times when you do something, music, movies, TV, whatever, to a certain extent, you have to promote that thing. And when I was younger, I would meet people that were like, we thought they were a dickhead, or we thought like, oh, I hate that person or whatever. And then years would pass and we'd like re-meet them and be like, oh, no, they're just shy, or they're just not good at talking.
Well, right. And like some people just don't like doing this. And I think that like I have gotten that, like I understand that more now as time, like, and I've gotten more into this. Some people just don't like to fucking talk, you know, and that's, I get it. It's cool.
Or if they don't have to, why would they?
Yeah, right.
Because the other sector that we were thinking about breaking into, we love video games. So we really wanted to talk to like somebody that developed a video game. But like, what video games do we love? You know, AAA titles where there's 10,000 people that work at the studio. Not a single one of those. All right, there's 5 people in the whole place that are like promoting these video games. And they don't want to do this. They have their own things that they're already doing. But the animators that do it, they're like, that's not my job. That's Janet from marketing that does that. So it's hard to bust into.
But too, like some people do just like to talk, which is fantastic. Those individuals that really enjoy talking, they really enjoy talking. And it helps sometimes because, you know, like back when we first started this show, it was very much just, all right, ChatGPT, give us 20 questions. And then we would ask them and it was fucking just beat. And they would, you know, answer the question with a yes or a no. And it's like, shit, that was supposed to take 5 minutes. Now I don't know what to do. I don't know how to drive the conversation forward. So, you know, here we are, right?
If somebody can't have a conversation with you, then they might not be worth talking to, I would say.
You know what? Yeah. Hey.
And we've had some of those in the past.
Even if they're good at what they do, even if their thing, they're good at it. I don't know. If somebody's, hey, I make a lot of podcasts and have had those people that I thought were very interesting, or I was very interested in what they created, but man, do they suck at talking. And I would rather talk to someone that hasn't maybe written a song I love or something, who's just has more to say, I guess. Well, I don't know.
Or two, like you'll get those people where, I mean, we had one and it was weird as we were shooting and it's like, all right, well, I need to go smoke a cigarette. And then, you know, let's talk for another 2 hours. And it's like, well, like we're good. We're done. It's over.
We were wrapping this up now.
Yeah. Or it would be like, hey, stop. What did he say? Stop. Repeat what you just said. It's like, I don't know who you think you are, but that's not what this show is.
That was
funny.
Know? Yeah, that's only happened once.
It's only happened one time.
That episode did not happen.
We didn't
air
it.
That doesn't exist. Yeah.
You know, apparently I was listening to an interview with Will Arnett and he didn't say who the guest was, but I heard it was Chevy Chase, and they shot the episode for Smartless, and they were like, fuck it, we are not airing this episode because of how, apparently they ended the call because of how much of an asshole he was, and that doesn't surprise me at all.
It's
crazy,
so funny. I literally, right before I got on here, I was preparing for a podcast episode that we're doing about the 40-year anniversary of Paul Simon's Graceland is coming up in August, and the music video for You Can Call Me Al is Paul Simon and Chevy Chase. And when you watch that music video, it's like, wow, Chevy Chase seems so funny and cool and whatever. But like, no one ever has a good thing to say about that guy. He sounds like the worst person.
Well, and it's crazy too, because like I watch Christmas Vacation, multiple times for the holiday season. You know, I love the vacation movies, and to hear like, well, what a prick. It's like, man, that's so, but apparently that's just, everyone. And if everyone says it, you have to believe them.
At this point, I do.
Dude, I love Community, and he was on the first 4 seasons of that, and it was just, he sounded like a nightmare. Everybody hated him. Dan Harmon hated him. Donald Glover hated him. He wasn't invited to like whatever, like anything they did after that. Like, he sounded terrible.
Well, and apparently, didn't he just have a, like, I don't know if it was on Hulu or something, like a documentary, and apparently he was just being a dick to everybody during that as well.
What?
And it's like, man, that's crazy.
But he should be so beloved. Like, why?
Right.
I don't understand. Like, why ruin your legacy? People love what you've created, what you've done so much. I don't understand. Like, it seems like the easiest part would just be like, be nice to people, treat them with respect. Like, that just sounds like baseline.
What was I watching? It was, I think Geddy Lee was doing an interview, and it was funny because, like, I don't know why I just assumed he was going to be a grump, and he seems like the sweetest dude to ever exist ever. And he was just talking about zoom in across his base. I think that's what he calls them, zooms. And like, what a sweet dude. And same with like Ted Danson. And you listen to these guys talking, you're like, oh, okay, this makes me happy that these individuals are nice. Just don't be a dick. You know, you heard it on this show.
Doesn't take much.
Yeah. Right.
I think the hopeful thing is that, like, most people, that at least the people that I've admired, it's been very rare that I've, like, I don't know, I'm sure there's a few exceptions, but most people that I've liked throughout my life, supported throughout my life, seem like great people. Isn't it awesome that Weird Al seems like the greatest guy on earth? Isn't that awesome?
Right.
Right. Right.
Just and I'm not going to accept that he's not. I one of these, la, la, la. If you're going to tell me otherwise, I just don't want to hear it. Don't meet your heroes, is what I've heard.
You know who another person I think is incredible? Because I said Weird Al, because he played Weird Al in the movie Weird. Last week, I was in New York and I saw the Broadway play Every Brilliant Thing, which was a one-man show, and it was Daniel Radcliffe. And you've never seen a more likable guy in your life. Before the show started, he was just, because the audience is very involved in the show, walking around, talking to everybody, high-fiving everybody, just like the coolest, most talented guy, and just so personable and stuff. So I don't know. I'm sure there's 1,000 stories like that, but like not everybody's a Chevy Chase out there.
Yeah, right. Yes, right. I think I want to believe, and this could be me being naive, I want to believe that there are a ton. The nice level outweighs the dickhead. That scale is tipped more toward the nice individuals. But who the fuck knows, man? Like I don't know. I always go in just being indifferent to how the conversation's going to go because I don't want to be sad, and then I'm pleasantly surprised when the person isn't an asshole. So,
you guys have had bad experiences?
I don't think guest-wise, very rare.
Okay,
and it's very rare because we kind of, for the most part, reach out and pick who we have on. So we're going with people that like we've kind of already conversed with. We might not know, but we have talked to a little bit. And
they've got to at least be agreeable enough to agree to come on to the podcast and speak with us. It's not if they were really like real grumpy or something, like Chevy Chase would never come to our podcast because he would be like, ew, what? But I guess maybe we've never gotten that, like a response, like a cold, like reaching out. Has anybody ever said, ew?
Well, we've never had an ew, but we have had people that they've been on the show and they didn't realize our format. We don't really do the whole interview Q&A type dealio. And so they get really confused when we're talking about, I don't know, like Wawa,
or when we're talking about what you were doing with that icy hot stick on your neck just 3 minutes ago.
Did you see that?
Yes, I did see that.
So my goal apparently is to make everyone we have on uncomfortable, and this time I'm just rubbing icy hot on my neck because can I say getting old is ass, and I think I woke up today and I just slept weird and I can't move my body now. Like I can't move my head without like I have to do that. So this is a struggle.
What's that movie?
Can I ask how old 40? You guys are? I don't know what your ages are.
Eric, how old are you now?
I have to do the math. I'm 37. I'm 37
just turned
right
35.
now. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I'm halfway through my life cycle.
Well, we're about to fall off that cliff. Apparently, it's 40 years old.
No.
that
Life
the, is
begins
that it?
at 40.
I like to hear that.
I just turned 46, and I feel better than ever. And I don't care. I don't care if I'm only 9 years younger than Dorothy, played by B. Arthur, was on season 1 of The Golden Girls. I don't care. I feel great. I just found out that fact. I don't know if she was actually 55, but her character on The Golden Girls was supposed to be 55 on season 1 of The Golden Girls. So I'm only 9 years from there.
But that's oddly specific, Chris. I feel like you've been holding on to that one for a while. I know you said you just learned it, but
no, but it's weird when you watch shows when it's like 30-year-olds back in like the 80s and they're like bald and like they look horrible, and it's like 30-year-olds now and they look like Tom Holland, you know?
Yeah.
It's such a weird...
I think that like people's style has a lot to do with that. I think people like dressed like dorks, and like it's just the style was terrible. And even people like, I'm a bald man, but like when I realized it, I'm like, fuck it, shaved my head and like just kind of owned it, you know? Yeah. And just like, I feel like in the 80s and maybe even the 90s, you had like a lot of the Larry David horseshoes and stuff. It's like, what are you guys
Male
doing?
pattern baldness.
What do you think? Like, okay, is it just, are you trying to hold on at that point instead of just shaving it off when you have the horseshoe? Like, why? Because we know what's going on there. You know, you're not fooling anybody. So
I would never understand that.
There probably weren't a lot of great alternatives. You know,
a razor?
It was just but I don't know. Was there anything?
Was that cool back then?
Maybe
I don't know.
I
mean,
I don't know.
You I think of like the Walter White, right? And obviously his circumstances were a little bit different because he had cancer, but I mean, he had the cool facial hair and it was just badass.
It's so funny you say that, because the first time I ever shaved my head, like bicked my head, was because like I had a real short haircut, and like some people like do the hair stuff, and what I didn't want to like take drugs or something. Like I was just like, I don't want to like take pills to try to like not lose hair or whatever. But the reason I say that's crazy, you bring that up, it was for a Walter White Halloween costume. That was the first time I ever bicked my head, and then I just did it ever since. I was like early 30s or something, and now
I did this earlier.
I just owned it ever since.
Do you ever fuck with the I always hear like ads for the skull shaver, and it's like I think it's like
sucks.
It's got like the
blades.
Does it suck?
It sucks. I'll show you guys. Right, I just shaved my head. Okay, and it's
clean.
Looks
you don't
very
have like
clean.
a lot of the shadow and stuff. I love that this is what we're talking about on here, by the way. But I bought one of those things. I bought, it got pushed to me, and I'm like, oh, that seems convenient. One of those things on your head. It doesn't get close enough for me. It's every day. I have a mirror in the shower. It is shaving cream, and a good razor, and it takes me 2 minutes in the shower every day. And
so let me ask, do you use shaving cream, or are you more a shaving soap kind of guy?
It's like it's cream. It's this brand Cremo, Cremo.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's in like a white and red thing. And it's like it's a real good, it's like somewhere in between like a shaving lotion and shaving cream. It's not like, it's not like, what was the stuff that's like the foam? It's not like that stuff or whatever. But yeah, it's not that.
So I like the stuff that you have to scoop out with a spoon, and then you have to put it into the little dish and then hit it with the brush. So Chris, if you are unaware, we went through a artisan soap, and by that I mean I went through an artisan like soap shaving cream thing for a couple years.
Okay,
and that was my whole life for some reason. But not anymore.
Well, while we're talking about our regimens, I got a push. I love the stuff. It's from Lush. Lush has it's like a lotion. It's like a straight up lotion, not a cream at all. Very thick, and you just use it like one time, and it feels like you've straight moisturized. But you lay it on, and it doesn't lather, not one little bit. But I just use it for this right here and this right here. But I use an electric to get it even closer. like an electric first.
Okay.
And then just kind of like you do, Chris, in the mirror with the little shower or with the little mirror that hangs up in the shower.
Yeah.
Actually, last night when I was sleeping, it woke me up. I think I was like kind of awake. That thing fell off of the shower, scared the piss out of me.
The suction gives out sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're supposed to, I must have like left, well, because if my shower fogs up, so mine has that little one where you fill it with hot water. That way the mirror doesn't fog.
Oh, yeah. I had those.
And I must have left water in it all night, and it just like the weight over time just dragged it down, scared the piss out of me. And then my shower's all wet when I wake up this morning.
Yeah, dude. The last one I got, you don't have to put the water in it. The last one I got, I don't know what brand it is, but it for some reason it doesn't fog up, and you don't need to put the hot water in it.
That's amazing.
So,
you know what?
They exist.
I'm in the market because I'm tired. This thing's done that like to me in the middle of the night like a few times now, so I think I'm ready.
This makes me happy because I've been wanting to ask this question for a while, and I never had a segue into it. When you're taking a shower, do you or do you not turn the fan on?
Yeah. Oh, you have to turn the fan on.
Right. Why is it that some people opt to not have the fan on, and then when you get out of the shower, you go into the bathroom, it's all moist and hot and steamy? Isn't that what the fan is for?
Dude, I don't understand. I say this every time, if like we stay in a lot of hotel rooms on tour and stuff, 95% of them don't have a fan, and you like, especially if you have like a parade of people that need to shower, you're walking into like everything is soaking wet in the room, and not only does that suck for you, I always try to be the first person to shower. Like,
sure, right.
Like in my band, I'm the person who showers at night, and everybody else showers in the morning. Like I don't care if it's 2 a.m, I'm getting a shower at night. But beside the fact that you're walking into like this everything's wet bathroom, that has to suck for like the hotel, like the paint, and like I feel like the humidity is gonna ruin stuff in the room. I don't understand like
mold.
why ever. Yeah, it's weird.
Well, so is the fan more so for the steam or for when you shit? I feel like it's for the steam, right? I mean, you're supposed to turn it on.
It's for everything.
Is it for just always be fanning?
All-purpose fan.
Yeah,
all-purpose, but also like my bathroom is like this. I need to like I use the fan, but even with that, I have like paint chipped, and paint starts to peel off the walls and stuff from the humidities. I badly need to like repaint my bathroom. I've been putting that off for literally years.
Well, bathroom renovation time.
In our bathroom, our shower has one of those like recessed lights above it, and it's hanging. Like it's like, I don't know, but it's probably an electrical and/or fire hazard. And I definitely still have the light on while I'm showering, and water is spraying into it. One day I'm just going to stop making videos, and that's going to be why, because I'm pretty sure that's a fire hazard. But it's always weird to me that like bathrooms have so much space that can just be covered in mold, and it's always such a weird, I don't know, I guess when you're adding water to anything and humidity, but it is always fascinating to me. And my bathroom always, like my shower, I always have to like spray it with a bleachy water so it doesn't get like that black mold around, right? Like,
do you guys do that every time I get out of the shower? I have this spray, like the daily cleaner spray, and you got to do it.
You have to do it.
It actually works.
It works.
It makes it so you don't have to. I mean, I still do the like once every couple weeks spray it with like the Clorox stuff, and but that daily stuff, it does help so you don't have to do that as often, and it's not as terrible when you do have to do that.
Well,
I need to jump on that.
Are you like a once a monther?
I need to. Well, I'm worse than that. I'm a piece of shit when it comes to cleaning my bathroom. I'll do it when it gets like really, really bad, and I won't do it well enough because I need so much elbow grease. I need to get that attachment that you could toss onto your drill and then just push with your drill and have it just spinning the whole time. But I'm at the point where I need to like cut out the caulk, and I need to caulk all the joints again, but I just don't caulk very well, I guess.
And you also piss in your shower.
Yeah, because there's only two people in this world. There's people that piss in the shower and dirty fucking liars.
Well,
sorry, Chris, if you don't pee in the shower or if you don't feel comfortable.
No, I think that everybody does. It's all water going to the same place.
Right.
Eric got on me because I piss into the shower.
Yeah.
And apparently that's a no-no.
I don't.
Apparently that's where we draw the line.
Are you saying when you're not showering, you're pissing into the shower?
I was going to probably shower, but I was just kind of there. So I'll open the door and you got to piss.
No, you don't, Greg.
And then you turn the water on.
Choice.
I'll tell you what. Yep. No, go on.
I once, this was in the past year or two, this is terrible. Unbeknownst to me, I showered with a bat. I get bats in my house. I don't know how they get in. It'll be the middle of the night, and behind me, probably can't see them. It depends on the camera angle here, but I have 2 cats. And look, I love bats. I think they do a great thing for the environment. They eat mosquitoes, they eat bugs. I love that there are bats around, but they get in my house and it'll be like 4 a.m. and I don't know if you guys ever had a bat in your house, but it is the worst sound to be woken up to. It is this high-pitched chirping, and then that in my house is also followed by crash, boom, bang, as my boy cat Zeke is like, it's amazing. He's like an amazing hunter of bats, and he eventually kills them. I wish that didn't happen, but I can't prevent it. But the one time I heard this in the middle of the night and woke up in the morning, I'm like, well, where's the dead bat? There's not a dead bat. And went about my day figuring I was eventually going to find a dead bat in the house somewhere. And I ran on the treadmill. I got my shower. I finished my shower. I looked up, and in the corner of my shower was a bat. And
so terrifying.
Alive?
And a few times, do you guys know how hard it is to make yourself like get a towel or a pair of gloves and like reach out and grab a bat? Do you know how scary that is in the moment?
I'm sure it's terrifying.
Well, hold on. Was the bat alive? Or was it dead?
Yeah, it was alive.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That's
it escaped. Because they can crawl under like, it escaped my cat and like flopped or crawled under the space between, the main room and the bathroom door. And this is, as a full-grown adult man, I had to call my dad and be like, Dad, he lives about 20 minutes from me. I'm like, Dad, I know this sounds crazy, but do you think you could come over and help me get this bat? And like, whatever, he doesn't care. He's like, yeah, fine, I'll come over. He puts on a pair of gloves and just grabs the thing. And I'm like, because I tried, like my hand literally would not go forward because I thought the second I grabbed this thing, it was going to like fly at me or something. Well, he grabs the thing. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, do bats bite?
Yeah, and they carry rabies a lot of times.
I know they're disease-ridden.
That's what I was going to ask you was, anytime you find a bat, do you like check yourself? Like you check yourself for ticks to make sure that you don't have a bat bite?
If you get bit by a bat, yeah, you should definitely, because I think I saw something like 1% of them do carry rabies like that, which 1%, okay. 99 times out of 100, you're probably not going to get rabies, but 1% is actually pretty high.
That is pretty high.
Yeah. Well, so my dad grabs this bat for me, and he's going to take it outside. And I'm like, well, he's carrying it, and it's not struggling to get away or whatever. And I'm like, oh, hey, Dad, let me take a picture of that bat. He goes, you don't want a picture of this bat. I went, why? And he turns it towards me. Look, you have this idea in your head of like a cute fruit bat eating a strawberry or something. This was the most horrifying face I've ever seen on an animal. And I love animals. And I want to stress, I don't want to hurt a bat. I don't want to hurt any animals. It is kind of like survival of the fittest once you break into my house because my boy cat, is such a hunter. Like I can't stop this from happening once it's happening. Like it is on, it is nature once that happens.
Did you see the bat's face and then just go, oh, kill it with fire? Just give it to the cat.
I said, I don't need a picture of that. And my dad took it outside and like did whatever with it, let it go.
Well,
but,
it's a shame.
Oh, my.
Ozzy used to just bite their heads off. So,
Oh, my God.
Fucking crazy.
Dude. Crazy guy.
I think the house across the street, they have bats because there's been a pest company working in their attic for weeks. And because you can't just aren't bats protected? So I think there's you can't just burn them or, poison them. Like you have to humanely remove them. I know. So Chris, Eric and I were in Delaware and here we have Fort Delaware, and every time you go on, when you leave the island, you have to wear these booties and then wash your shoes so you don't bring back something that can kill the bat population. There's this bacteria that grows that causes white nose syndrome or something that kills the population. So you have to clean your shoes when you leave this island and come back to the mainlands. I don't know if it's called mainlands, but yeah. Wow.
But dude, I mean, bats are incredible. I actually love bats, and I hate that there have been some killed in my house by my cats. But like I said, I can't really prevent that. And I especially love bats. I love the thought that there are animals. Another animal I love are opossums. Opossums, which a lot of people are like, ew, whatever. First of all, they're the only marsupial in North America, which I think is pretty neat. Second of all, their body temperature is so low that they literally cannot get rabies. They don't get rabies.
So are they okay? Because they look like they all have rabies.
Yeah, they do.
No, no, and they eat I don't know what the number is. I'm gonna exaggerate. But they eat 1,000 ticks a day. They are so good.
Well, especially too now with ticks, given what is it that meat allergy?
Oh yeah, where you can't eat meat
that
anymore.
Shit's terrifying.
Lyme disease.
Lyme disease. Right.
Too.
I'm sorry, I skipped right over Lyme disease. Lyme disease is also really fun.
Yeah, that's pretty bad too. But if I couldn't eat meat, I'd also want to die.
Right.
I know this is real three guys talking on a podcast thing to say, but I do believe that Lyme disease is really bad. What I'm saying is it's gotten worse and more prevalent. And my dog, who has since passed, got Lyme disease from a tick. And ever since that happened, I'm I don't understand. I'm sure somewhere if all ticks were not to exist, that it's going to hurt the whatever, the
whole
cycle.
ecosystem.
But I just kind of the whole ecosystem. But you know what I say? I say, fuck ticks. If I could kill all ticks right now with a tick bomb, I would kill them all. And I don't know if that's a controversial thing to say, but fuck
I don't think it is.
No, because you know what?
I think just go ahead and toss mosquitoes in there too.
Yeah, mosquitoes, ticks, they can fucking go. Ticks, there'd be nothing worse than going, even now, if I'm outside with the kids, when we go in, hey, get over here. Let me check your head. Let me check your body. And then I check myself too, because I remember being a kid and coming home and you just have ticks in you and having to pull them with tweezers so the heads didn't get stuck.
Yeah.
And speaking of Lyme disease, my dad and sister are both they've had it for years, and it still fucks them up years and years later. Especially my sister. She it really did damage to her.
I didn't know your dad had it. I knew
my dad as well. So I'm whatever you guys are fucking doing, I don't want any part of that area. But we actually have our yards. What's that?
Did they get it from ticks?
You know where? So Chris, I don't know if you remember. Punchline used to come through Delaware a good bit, and you guys used to play at the Harmony Grange.
Harmony Grange, baby.
Yep. Yes, sir. That's where she got it from. That was where she thinks she got it, because they always had that grass.
Whoa.
It was that grassy field, and we would all go out in that field to smoke our little clove cigarettes in between sets.
No.
And that was, that's what you did back in the day, man. But that's where she thinks she got it from. And granted, it could have been there are ticks everywhere, but we treat our grass here now for ticks, just because I spray it. I don't know if it works, but it's just peace of mind, maybe, that.
If you don't have ticks, then it works.
I don't have, not yet.
That's science.
Yeah, right. But
yeah,
I do have to say, I also have this, and I know I sent you this picture of this ticket from a concert that you guys did like 21 years ago at the Everett Theater in Middletown.
Whoa.
I don't know if you remember this, Chris, but hold on. I got to step away for a second. I have someone here doing some electrical work, so I'll let Eric fill in the.
Okay. So this is very fun. Well,
Okay.
Go ahead, Greg. We'll take care of this. He told me about that show. That's pretty cool. And then we were wondering, well, like 21 years ago, was that 2005 is when that was? That's a whole ass lifetime ago. Like life was way different for me. I don't know. It probably was for you as well. But you guys are still making music, right? Like you guys are still like live touring, like playing music for like, this is your full-time job?
I would say that we all have to like do other things to make ends meet. Like, I wish that Punchline, I mean, I think that still the ultimate goal is to strive and try to pay our bills with Punchline only. I think that that's always,
of course,
a dream.
Yeah.
But it doesn't stop us from being an active band, releasing new music, touring, all that stuff. It's just, it's the age-old story of like, as time goes by, it's harder and harder to make a living as just a musician. Like, yes, there are people that do it. And, but I do feel like a lot of things that everyone in our band does to pay the bills and stuff somehow started from, it's an offshoot of music and what we learned and picked up along the way in music. A lot of the stuff we do from editing to producing to everything that we do in our bands is at least, related to music.
Right. Sure. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys, I guess how much, because Greg is obviously a fan. He's been listening to you guys for, at least, what do you say, 21 years. I was back then, and it's so weird for me to say this. I was like very gangster. So I never listened to any of this stuff at all. But now I'm starting to enjoy it, and talking to Greg, and I listen to kind of a whole breadth of music. But have you guys been, so you'll have to tell me, made new music since then, or is your style always been the same?
Yeah. I mean, we're ever evolving band as far as like where we take influence from, but we never really stopped being a band. We've released a lot of albums over the years and picked back up on the touring a lot in recent years. We were almost back in that era when Greg saw us. That's when we were like pushing 200 shows a year and touring pretty nonstop. But
oh, wow.
We were picking back up into it before we got hit like everyone else did with the pandemic that kind of put us back at square one again. But this year with the release of a new album, and we did the longest tour we did in a while a few months ago. We did with the Early November and Hello Goodbye, which was, a 3-week run, which was pretty solid. Like,
Sure.
Nowadays it's like a week-long tour or a 2-week-long tour was like the longest we'd done in a while. But 3 weeks that felt like real touring life, being out there for that long. And
yeah, that's nearly a month, but it's hard to do with family when you have a family or a real life or, responsibilities.
Sure.
You can't just, not do that for a month and just everything be okay all the time.
And be able to afford it in general. Like, it's more expensive than ever to tour. So between just a lot of expenses now, and to be able to even go out and do a tour that long and break even, you're really relying on merch. Merch is serious business these days, and so we've been hitting it pretty hard, and out here promoting this album, and got more shows coming up in the fall that just
that's good.
Trying to stay busy and keep creating.
Yeah, it's a lot easier when you're younger to be just like traveling starving artist. You don't mind sleeping on the floor, eat.
Right.
Everybody share one pizza. Now it's like, I'm not sleeping on the floor at this age.
There's certain things we allow ourselves to I think making sure we're well fed, I think, is important to us. Like, not just pizza. And also sleeping arrangements. Sleeping arrangements have been pretty, like, we kind of treated ourselves. I mean, I say treated ourselves. Like, we stayed at, we usually travel 6 deep, 5 guys in the band and our manager, Jim. So make sure at least everyone has a comfortable sleeping space. 2 rooms. We do 2 rooms these days.
That's good. Yeah, don't say treat yourself like you feel guilty about having a bed to sleep in. I think that's reasonable to account for, right?
We treat ourselves to food and sleep. If you can call it that.
Wow, look at you guys, all luxurious.
Yeah. Big time in over here, man.
Yeah, good. Well, what else? I mean, I don't know. You do other things. What's your hobbies? You got any interests? I'm sure.
I do a lot of podcasting, man.
Yeah. Okay.
I produce Krista Makes a Podcast, which is a songwriting podcast hosted by Chris from Less Than Jake.
Awesome.
We're going just celebrating our 6-year anniversary of that show. And 300 plus episodes, where if you haven't ever heard it, it's called Krista Makes a Podcast. Every week we have a songwriter come on who wrote an iconic song, and Chris goes over every aspect of that song, the writing of it, the recording of it, everything. We've had everyone from Huey Lewis to Mark Hoppus to Dee Snider to, I mean, there's really, especially from the world of like punk rock, it's probably rare you could name someone that we haven't had on the show. So we've been doing that for a long time. I host a show called One Hit Thunder. That show's also been going strong for 6 years, where every week it's about a different one-hit wonder. And it's hard to believe that at over 300 episodes of that we haven't run out, but we still got plenty to go on that one too. And that is, between those shows and I do some editing and production work on some other shows, that is how I am able to pay my bills. So
that's a lot, man. I mean, Greg and I were on, we passed our 100. We're probably at 120 something right now. And we feel like that's a lot. And then I think back what was happening 6 years ago. So these are clearly like, well, COVID shut everything down. What am I going to do?
Well, right. But that's true. But at the same time, the real ones actually stuck with it. There's some stat out there like 90, once again, I don't have the stat in front of me, but it's somewhere in this range, like 96% of podcasts that are started don't make it past episode 7 or something. People just don't want to make the commitment or put the work in to like let people know about it and grow an audience. Like luckily, I mean, partially, I don't want to just say luck. I feel like there's a lot of hard work put into it, but the 2 shows that I do, like, we've been able to establish like a listener base who are very interactive and care. And then when you have that then it inspires you to want to make more. It's like anything else. It's like music too. When you get positive feedback to your music, it's like addictive. And then you want more of that, and you want to make that grow, so.
Right. Yeah.
Greg's back.
Absolutely.
Greg's back from his electrician.
Hey, Greg, how's your electricity? I think you're muted.
All right, you guys can start the episode again.
Oh yeah, we did this the whole time. We were just waiting for you patiently.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So anyway, I got this here ticket.
Oh, we're past that.
Damn it.
You're not allowed to talk about that anymore.
Damn.
You know what? I think that ticket is
Does
cool.
that say Can Jam on it?
Do you remember
that?
this?
I was going to mention.
So
I don't remember the show, but Can Jam is like that game with the frisbees, right? Where
you? So it was Alistair, Hidden in Plain View, Start Trouble, Punchline, Bombs Away, and Element 5.
Oh.
And this was the first concert that I ever went to. And so Steve signed, I had him sign this ticket for me. And but this was literally the first show. And so bring a can of food, get $1 off. And I think they donated all this stuff to the Food Bank of Delaware. But this must have been 2003. It was forever
somewhere
ago.
in there. 3 or 4 because I remember that tour well. And what venue was it at?
It was at the Everett Theater where they filmed Dead Poets Society.
Oh,
weird. Yeah. So
That's
in Middletown,
awesome.
Delaware, and it's this small little rickety, like, ratchet theater. I shouldn't say ratchet. It's pretty cool. But it's this, like, small little theater. And so, yeah, you guys were there. And I remember because I think you sold me, what album was that? Action?
That would have been Action, yep.
Yeah, I think you sold me Action for like $5 or $6.
Nice. Hell yeah. I love
and I
that.
still have that album.
Hey, yeah.
I still have it.
CDs are coming back, right? You know CDs are coming back, guys. I'm here to make the announcement. CDs are coming back.
CDs are back. I don't even have like a CD
funny.
player.
That's funny you say that. We're on that. We were walking past, we were getting lunch and we walked past GameStop and we were saying how dead GameStop is going to be. But Greg, you tried to buy, what was that? Elden Ring, Night Rain, and the guy laughed at you. Like, he was upset with you that you wanted the actual, because you were going to buy it. He was going to give you a digital code.
Yeah, and I was like, no, I want the physical. I don't buy physical games anymore, but I wanted the physical copy. And he said, bro, come on, we only have one. All right, well, then I guess you have zero when I buy that one.
Didn't want to sell it to you. It's funny that you say that because, okay, my favorite video game of all time is Breath of the Wild. Okay. And I don't know if you guys played Breath of the Wild, but
yeah, for sure.
I played it like I completed everything except for the, oh geez, it's been a few years. What are the little things you find that pop up everywhere? The little guys,
the seeds?
The Koroks.
The Koroks. Yeah, I didn't find all the Koroks. That's the only thing I didn't do. I did every side quest, everything.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that game.
I liked it. Oh, it's so good. I liked it so much that then that Christmas, whatever, my girlfriend got me Elden Ring because I thought I might be into Elden Ring, but I actually never opened it and never played it.
That's such a good game.
Elden Ring is one of those games where it changes you, man. It's really good. It's really good. It's fun. Yeah. It's hard. It'll make you punch a hole in your wall. So yeah, it's a great time.
if you like punching holes in your wall.
Yeah. Something about Breath of the Wild when I would play it, and I'm not a big gamer, but Breath of the Wild, I would play it and I just thought it was so beautiful. I thought that the score and the way, like, sometimes, like, how peaceful it was to just, like, jump off something with your glider and just ride, you know?
Well, and it was one of those games where, like, everything about it was pretty much perfect, which is rare for a lot of games. There's always something where it's like, oh, I wish they did this. No, I don't really have any complaints about Breath of the Wild. It was just, it worked. I didn't get frustrated. It never froze. I didn't lose my save. It was just a damn near perfect game. And then what was the second one, the sequel?
Tears
of the Kingdom.
I couldn't get into that because the building mechanics, I don't like building shit. It just irks me.
Yeah.
You know,
and also there's the 3 layers element. So you were either on the ground level or you were like underground or you were like up in the sky. Sky was cool, but the underground shit where it's dark until you find something to light, like
it was spoopy
that
down
just
there.
Frustrated me too much.
It was.
I want to be able to see what I'm doing. That's all.
Right. I want to see. And so talk about like pretty games. I've been playing 007 First Light. What a fucking beautiful looking game. That's one of those games that's just damn good looking. Also, you might hear some drilling.
Yeah, what are you getting done?
So you having some electrical work done.
Oh, is he doing your bathroom light that's hanging? Your recessed light that's not recessed?
So we're in the process of redoing our like kids' playroom and we're turning it into a den. And so we're adding in an outlet so we can mount a TV. I thought about doing it myself and know zero about electrical work, and I didn't want to die. So he's here now doing it, as you can hear. So apologies to everyone listening.
That's fine. That's fine.
You know.
Hey, I wouldn't I'm amazed that there are people out there that know how to do that kind of stuff.
Right?
Like electrical work or like replacing a floor or like anything like that. I am more amazed at people that know how to do practical household sort of renovations probably than I am at somebody that's like amazing at writing a song. Like I get the writing a song thing. I don't get how you even have the confidence to do something like that. But there are people out there that can just do it all. And I'm like, you're amazing.
Well, you know what? Can I tell you, speaking of writing music, I used lyrics from a Punchline song in a school project back in, don't sue me, back in like 8th grade. I had to write like a Civil War journal. And I can't remember what line I used. And they're like, oh my God, that is so deep. I was like, yeah, thanks. I thought of that myself.
Wow. What Punchline lyric relates most to the Civil War? I don't know. We did have a song called Battle Scars back then. If that, what was somehow, I don't know. What
was it every second feels like a decade? Is that
okay? Yeah, I'm trying to think of what that is. That is something. There's something like that in one of our songs, but
that
yeah.
Oh. Is that battles? That's not battle scars, is it?
No,
because I was listening to you guys. You have like 100,000 songs, so how? There's no way you remember all those lyrics, right?
I'm pretty good. Pretty good with lyrics. It depends on what album it is, and I don't necessarily always have to be the one. I
That's true.
Just have to remember some lyrics here and there. But I'm pretty good with the Punchline catalog lyrics. Some of those albums and songs, they come back like muscle memory, and some of them don't. But
that's what we hear a lot.
That era, definitely.
I really wish I remember, and I remember like writing that long, or reading those lines, and this girl I had a crush on was like, oh my God, that's so deep. And I was like, it just really came to me. Because I'm sorry, I didn't give you guys any credit for that.
Did Punchline help you get laid?
Highly encourage anyone out there, plagiarize some, if it helps you, If it helps you in that area, in the world of dating or something, feel free to plagiarize the Punchline.
It got me through 8th grade ELA. I think it was English.
There you go.
I honestly, I don't want to geek out too hard, but I think when I guess it was Action, that was like the first album that I heard where like I just started playing guitar around that time. And I remember getting frustrated because everything on that album was too hard for me there was so much fucking going on, and I couldn't figure out any of the songs. Any of it. It was too complex for Greg's brain.
That was really the era of our band where we thought that what made a good song was how hard it was to play. Like, we got more streamlined in our songwriting, and that was in an era, and we laugh about it now. We like those songs. Like, that's when, before that, we're kind of like, not so sure. But starting with that album you're talking about, we still like them, but there is like, we were all over the place. It was like the more parts that were in a song, we thought the more parts you had, the better the song was, or something. Like the more that other bands would be like, man, these guys are good at their instruments or something. Like, we thought that was how you wrote a song.
That makes me happy then, because the fact that it was all over the place and it wasn't just me, there was just a lot going on. But I mean, I'm still here for it. I still listen to that album. Nice. Because it's really damn good. But
appreciate that.
And I know, I mean, I haven't seen, I think the last time that I got to see you guys, I think you were on tour, and this was years ago, maybe Spitalfield and Boys Like Girls.
Oh, that was a while ago. Yeah, that was like 06 or 07. Yeah. Yep.
Damn. So still like 20 years ago.
Yeah. Yep.
Huh. All right. Well, I'm glad to see that you guys are still active. I mean, aren't you coming off a tour with the Early November?
We are. Yep. Yep.
And I'm
Just
so
that.
fucking salty that I missed that.
Yeah, Greg, we've already covered this while you were
no,
gone.
really? Damn it.
It's all good.
Well,
yeah, that was great. And we got more tour dates coming up, some that'll be announced here soon in the fall. And yeah, it's still the love of our collective lives to get out there and write and record music and then get out there and play it. Like sometimes, like leading up to it or like a drive, you might be like, oh, but once you're like actually doing it, I feel like it's more fun than ever. Like, to be honest, like I was telling Eric, that was a 3-week tour for us, which, okay, it's not like the longest tour in the world, but it's not like a short tour either. 3 weeks on the road is a legit tour. Yeah. And I was kind of like, I was excited. I'd say I was 50% excited and 50% like kind of nervous about like, I don't know, being away from home and all that. But like, it was great. It was like, I enjoyed it more than I ever enjoyed touring. I think when I was younger, I was thinking about too many other things. I felt like I could really just like zero in on that day and not be stressed about other things like I was when I was younger. It was great. Great. And great turnouts, great crowds. We played good, I think. So that added to the fun too.
Yeah, that's like I love the early November, and I always have, and I get down with Hello Goodbye too, but that was one show that I was really disappointed to not go to, and I'm good for buying concert tickets and then selling them an hour before the show for like because like I don't hate driving into the city, but typically the closest we're going to go, or the closest show for us is in Philly. And it's like, man, like I like going and seeing the music, but I hate driving into the fucking city. So if you come to Delaware,
we play. Yeah, that you know what? The Philly show was at Brooklyn Bowl. Have you ever been to Brooklyn Bowl?
Which is a bowling alley, right?
Yeah, but it's fancy as hell. Like that place was
fancy.
That place is pretty awesome. Like I thought, I really liked playing that show. It was sold out, and it's like a big place, so that was cool. And then the sound was great there. Like Philly's like one of our better cities, as far as like we have a lot of friends there. Like,
sure.
Well, a member of our band lives there, so
right.
It's always like a second home to us. So that show is awesome.
Greg, we're going right next to the Brooklyn Bowl is right there next to the to where we're going on.
Yeah, we're going to
be
next week at the Foundry, which is in the Fillmore, to see Just Surrender and Rookie of the Year.
That's where that's the last time we played Philly was there.
Oh, really?
We played there with Hot Rod Circuit. Yep.
Hot Rod Circuit. I love Hot Rod Circuit, man. They're also fucking fantastic.
So good.
But I'll tell you, Eric, you're driving to that show.
I'll drive. Yeah. I know the parking there very well. I've been there plenty of times now.
Yeah, I'm not driving.
Because then I'm pretty sure, funny enough, isn't the comedy thing that's right there called Punchline Comedy Philly?
Yeah. Oh, believe me, we've got a picture in front of it every time.
That's perfect, right?
Well, so Eric thought, didn't you think that
because I saw Greg also while you were gone, I told Chris that I'm not a fan, not a fan, but I'm just not familiar with the music because I used to listen to rap and be gangster back in the day.
Damn, I missed a lot. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Get your room redone. So I was having to go over the stuff and so when it was on the calendar, I just saw Punchline, and I said the only Punchline that I know is Punchline Philly. The comedy place. I said, oh, what is there? Some comedian that goes to Punchline, or it's like the person that owns Punchline, the host or something? And he was like, no, it's this band Punchline. I'm just confused.
Right. Yeah, it's Punchline the band.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Check us out.
We've been listening to my son, like he'll pick a song. So my son is 3 and then like that's his song for like a week. And what is it? 21 Forever is that's a fucking banger, Eric. It's a fucking banger, but it's nonstop. It's non-fucking stop. Like we're listening to that song now. And I love that song, but holy shit, I can only take a song so much. Any song.
Yeah.
So we've been listening to that one a lot. But it's good.
Okay. All right.
I forgot. I mean, because that song came out in what, like 2010, something like that, 2011. Yep. So that and that song was a banger back then. So it's definitely held up. It stood the test of time. But
thanks, man.
That's the song
Appreciate
now. So
okay,
and I'm sure that'll change at some point. But yeah, you guys are
every week.
It's funny,
Yeah.
Dude. It's funny. Steve's kid is 3. Leo, he's super cute. Steve from our band, and he knows every Punchline album. He knows all the songs on the albums. He recently was sick, so I went down and visited him, and he really wanted one of our albums that he didn't have on CD, 37 Everywhere. So I took him on. He was so happy. He was so happy to get it. Like the kid's 3, and I've never met a bigger Punchline fan. I'm like, this is incredible, because I always have this thought that like maybe Punchline can continue, like as people age out, like younger people take over for them, and it's just an institution that keeps going on. And maybe forever. Leo could someday replace Steve.
Just it just goes on forever and ever. You know what? I mean, I do have to add.
Yeah, why not?
You mentioned 37 Everywhere, and so was there any inspiration from Clerks for the name of that album? Have you gotten that yet? Like, has anyone?
That was parallel thought, because I believe that our group of friends people in our group of friends started noticing that number popping up before anybody had seen Clerks.
Okay.
And
wait, is that the scene? Is that the scene where she says,
"Yeah,
hold on, you'll have to let me think. 36. You suck 36. Dude. Well, 37. I'm 37. Okay. I was wondering what scene you were talking about.
In a row. Yeah, I'll never forget that. Watching that movie and not realizing, I was pretty young when that came out, and putting it on and watching it with my mom.
Oh,
and
no.
That part comes on, and I still to this day I'm like, oh my god!
Doesn't she?
I didn't know it was going to be so raunchy.
Doesn't she fuck a dead dude in the bathroom? I'm pretty sure.
I don't think we made it much for. I think I was the one that was like, I can't do this. Like, made an excuse and got out of there. I was young. Whatever year that came out, like I was probably like 12 or 13 years old or something. I was pretty young.
You know what? I watched Zach and Miri make a porno with my mom.
No,
yes, I fucking did.
No.
Yes, I did. And the scene at the end when he's watching their tape, their little video with him and Elizabeth Banks, and she was like, "I can't watch this anymore. I'm out." So we got to the damn near end of that movie, but I think that was like, but it was Zach and Miri at that point. They changed the title.
No,
it went from Zach and Miri Make a Porno, and they changed it to Zach and Miri so it would sell better.
Wow.
I was
also Kevin Smith.
Like you had to know not to watch that with your mom based on the title of it alone.
Right.
Also, also that movie takes place in Pittsburgh, by the way. I know when a movie takes place in Pittsburgh, I always know.
I love that. That movie is so fucking. I love
funny.
Seth Rogen.
It's
I do, and I almost said Kevin James. I love Kevin Smith too.
Kevin James.
No. You know what movie to watch? Seth Rogen. I'm looking at what the name of it is because it has my favorite actress of all time in it. There's a movie from what year is this? If you haven't seen it, it's from 2011, and it's called Take This Waltz. Have you ever heard of this movie?
Take This Waltz. I've not.
This Waltz.
Seth Rogen and Michelle Williams, who is my favorite actress of all time, and Sarah Silverman's in it and whatever. But check it out. It's pretty.
Is
good
it a
movie.
serious
It was
movie?
on like. It's like a divorce movie, but also like comedy, but not like slapstick funny comedy. Like it's like, I guess you would call it a rom-com to a certain extent, but it's on like Tubi or Pluto or something. It's available somewhere for free.
We could watch it for free.
And it looks like it was directed by Sarah Polley?
Yeah, Sarah Polley,
from Dawn of the Dead. She was like the main actress in the remake of Dawn of the Dead, the 2003. Sorry about that. 2003 version.
Wow. Okay, I didn't even know that.
So, fun
Take
fact.
this,
So,
Walt.
Daddies the Podcast is all about, just fun facts that we find on Wikipedia. Apparently,
I love
that's our thing.
Wikipedia. Support Wikipedia.
Hell yeah.
Support Wikipedia.
For only $1.
I seriously, I'll
they
give
ask
them a
for.
couple bucks when it pops up. Like, for how much I use Wikipedia every day, and I think it is so important to use Wikipedia. Like, now more than ever, Wikipedia is so important. Like, I cannot stress it enough. I love Wikipedia.
Well, I love when Wikipedia doesn't have a page locked, and I can go in there and say that Gilbert Gottfried is going to be in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Didn't it stay
Yeah,
up
you
there for
did.
like 2 seconds
It
before
was
they
not
pulled it
very
down?
long.
And
Yeah,
locked
Damn.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever
Greg-
see the Gilbert Godfrey? Did you guys ever see the Gilbert Gottfried documentary? Gilbert?
No.
No.
It's really good. I think it's on Hulu, maybe. My cousin edited it. So
Oh,
I
really?
always
Okay.
I always plug it. And my cousin also just edited the new Lorne Michaels documentary. And
okay.
he is currently editing the new Norm Macdonald documentary.
Really?
Jay.
So, documentary guy.
That's amazing.
Yep. Editor.
That's
Editor.
cool, man.
I didn't even know one of those was coming out for Norm.
Yep.
When did he
Yeah,
die?
I don't know when it's coming out or whatever. My aunt told me. I just think it's cool. I
That
think
is
it's cool
cool.
that my cousin Jake does some cool ass shit.
Yeah, that is.
Does it ever make you feel like, not bad because you've had a very successful career, but like whenever someone's like, oh, I'm like working on this movie, it's like, oh, yeah, I'm just, we're just doing this podcast thing. It's whatever. You know?
No, I think podcasting rocks.
Yeah, you know
I
what?
think-
Same.
I think that you can look at podcasting as one of two things. You can either look at it like, I don't know, it's why do you think that every freaking celebrity and why does everyone start a podcast? There's a reason why. It's because people want actual human conversation between people, and I do think it's cool to document that. And as long as you take it seriously and respect it as an art form, then it's a worthy way to express yourself. And I mean, people can like make a joke of it all they want, but
All right.
I don't know, man. As a guy who makes a living from podcasts, and I realize the harm that podcasts can do too, because any idiot can get in front of a microphone and spread misinformation. I realize that, and at the same time, I realize like the good that it can do as well. So
There's more good than
we're not
bad.
beholden.
Well,
Yeah.
And to like what I enjoy is getting to see just that human side of like when we talk to people, getting to see that human side of individuals and just shooting the shit for an hour and a half, about shit that I think a perfect example was when we talked to Craig from Resident Evil, who remembered like a story from a Muse concert and like just like, oh, I remember this one time. I haven't thought about that in 20 years, 30 years, shit like that is cool. You get to see the humanity of people and you just get to, I don't know, you get to have a nice little bonding experience. But I think where a lot of people go wrong, and I mean, Chris, you do a fuck ton of editing podcasts and producing but like people will record and then upload it. And if you don't put any TLC into it, I'll tell you, if I listen to a podcast and that audio is shit, I'm turning it off. I'm turning it off immediately. Done.
I'm out.
And
Yep.
so even if the video is shit, and if the audio is good, I don't care about the video part as much as I care about the audio part. But I think sometimes people, I'm just going to start a podcast. Or I had someone reach out and they said, hey, I want to start a podcast about this specific topic, but I don't want to worry about like the editing stuff. I just want to upload it. It's like, you can do that, but
Yeah.
it's
Terrible
Yeah.
way to try to, if you want to do something just to do it for fun, hey, far be it from me to tell someone who's bad at painting or bad at music or whatever, not to do it, because it shouldn't matter how good or bad you are. You should just be able to express yourself and get out whatever's in you through that. So far be it from me to turn my nose up at someone just wanting to talk to somebody, upload it, not put any effort into it. but I ain't listening to it.
Right.
Right.
I want some love put into it. That's all.
Well, and that's why when you listen to these podcasts that are, millions and millions of people listening, they sound amazing. And
there's a little bit of money tossed in there.
There's a little bit, and there is money involved with doing it, but that's anything, right? If you want to do anything, there's always going to be a little bit of cost that goes into it. I mean, Chris, we were talking about Riverside. We pay for Riverside every month, but you get, I don't know about you, Chris, but we love, I adore Riverside, and I know Eric does too, and it's been my favorite podcasting platform, and we've tried so many. It's just been the most consistent, and they're we've been able to kind of talk to some of the individuals from the platform, and they're just super friendly, and I feel like they listen, and they could just be blowing smoke.
Yeah, we lost audio one time, right? Wasn't it really bad and corrupted? And then it was within a few days, I think they sent it back to us and it was fixed.
And we had another issue with our episode, Dave Elkins from May, and they helped us recover that too. What a cool guy. That was one of our first episodes.
Dave.
Yeah. Oh my God.
It was really nice.
He was nice.
Dave played on a Punchline song before.
Really?
Oh. Yeah, played piano on a song called Green Hills from our Thrilled album in 2015. It is Dave playing piano. We also toured with May. One of the first tours we ever did was Punchline and May and Unsung Zeros back in the day. And then, and my good buddy Zach is in the band May too. So
that's cool.
Yeah, love May.
Small world.
Well, speaking of bands playing, and did I see Patrick Stump do a cover of Heart Transplant at a show?
He sure did.
That's fucking cool too, man.
Yeah. It was funny that night that happened was none of us were at the show. It was at the arena in Pittsburgh, and then all of a sudden our phones are blowing up with people sending us videos of him covering our song. I'm like, I wish I knew he was going to do it so that we could be there for it or something. But it's still cool that.
Oh, you didn't hear? He tried to call you up on stage. He said,
"Stand up and take a bear to the bow."
Anybody from Punchline here? Oh no, they didn't come.
Damn it,
dude! It's funny. Back in the day, we toured a lot together and pretty good buds. Obviously lost touch over the years, but one of my last memories of was as they were on their ascent was coming to a show in Pittsburgh, and I would always sing this song, go out on stage and sing this song with them. And they're like, "Hey, you want to do that tonight?" I'm like, "Yeah," but it was at the A.J. Palumbo Center, which was the basketball arena at Duquesne University. And this is I guess Sugar We're Going Down was hitting at that moment. And I didn't realize what I was walking into. And I walked into a packed arena, and then it was security had to take me to the side. It wasn't that long before that it was we were playing at freaking dog kennels and stuff. So it was what is going on here? And then went out and sung this song with them in front of 5,000 people and walked off and was looked at Steve and what is going on? It was weird.
So, because were y'all label mates? Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yep. Fueled by Ramen. Yeah.
That's Fueled by Ramen. What a good name. It's so good.
Yeah. It's crazy.
But I mean, and Fall Out Boy to me, I feel like when I first heard them was Dance Dance. That was, because at that same time, that music video was on all the time, and I'm Not Okay by My Chem. And that was just MTV. Yep. You were getting one or the other. That was it, nonstop. And so I never got to see them at the Harmony Grange when they were still coming up, which is always so disappointing. When I know there was a show at the Grange, and it was I think it was From First to Last, Brand New, Armor for Sleep, Hidden in Plain View, and Paramore or something, all in the same show. And I'm like, fuck, man. I would honestly never go see Brand New now. But at the time, that shows that, missing stuff like that, I still regret missing those little shows, getting to see. Even 21 Pilots played at the TLA, and I think we both got sick with the flu and didn't end up going. It's I will never get to see them at at like something like that intimate. And I love the TLA. It's one of my favorite places to go, but it's always a bummer when you miss out on like the early shows. And like now though, I feel like it's a little bit different because you post something on TikTok, it pops, and then you're skipping you're not doing the small shows. You're going straight to the arena tours.
First of all, first thing I would say is, man, I miss MTV. I didn't think I would ever say that. Like there was I turned my nose up at MTV for a while, but it's sad that it's gone.
It is.
It's gone.
Poof.
It's done.
Gone. Done.
And it was kind of neat to have this thing, this cultural thing that, I don't know. I miss MTV. I definitely got to experience a lot of those shows you're talking about. I could sit here and name drop 5,000 bands that played shows with in some random fire hall in the middle of nowhere. But I want to ask you guys this. In your area, maybe it's different. In my area, it's really sad because I don't want to take too much credit for it because I'll sound like I'm being cocky. But in our area, the fact that Punchline, like I'm not even just talking not Pittsburgh. There was a bunch of bands from Pittsburgh in general, but my area, which was like south of Pittsburgh, like I think a lot of younger people that maybe came to our shows saw like, yo, Punchline, like they got to like tour and put out albums and like maybe we can do that. And there was like young people in bands throwing shows at fire halls or clubs or like local like little things, putting on their own shows, and like there was a real like scene of bands, and it really ran the gamut of like the worst band you've ever heard to bands that were pretty good or bands that went on and actually toured themselves. It seems to have now my girlfriend's kid is 13 years old and got interested in playing guitar and stuff, and then he's like now his attitude is like, I'm not really interested. There's nobody for me to play with or anything. And there aren't like for us, there was like a local roller skating rink where there were shows. There was all these places that like, hey, if you got a band together with your friends, you could go play on Saturday night. Does that still exist? Is there still a Harmony Grange style scene around you guys?
So ironically enough, the Harmony Grange is actually getting demolished and turned into a daycare center.
Mm-hmm.
But we do have in Wilmington the Queen. And so the Queen is very reminiscent of it's a nicer Harmony Grange, but it's like in a legit little club. And a lot of bands, I know Armor for Sleep, they're going to be here next Friday, I think. And so like, and then like of my like bands come through, like legitimate bands, but not these small kind of like house show-esque rising
That's
up.
what I'm asking.
Nope.
Right.
Nope.
You guys don't see like the young bands who like put together a show with 3 other young bands, and
you know what? We went to like Greg? A punk rock festival at a fire hall.
It was a fire hall.
Yeah. It was a fire hall, but it was very much, what did he say? Sorry, brother, half of our members couldn't be here. And then it was just like a dude just like thrashing on a guitar. So good for you, but
okay.
It's very rare, I feel like the local. You know what? I take that back. Rainbow Records on Main Street, so the University of Delaware, they do a lot of local small band shows, which is really fucking cool. So I don't want to say no one does it, but it's rare.
We might not just be in that scene.
Yeah, maybe we're too old.
No, I really, because I kind of have to, not only because of my band and like, hey, if we need like a band to open the show or something, not only because of that, but also just because I do music podcasts and stuff, I have my ear to I feel like I really have my ear to the ground. And if there was
finger on the pulse, right?
I got to a certain extent. Yeah. But, I just think it would be sad if that didn't exist. And I always hope that maybe it exists and I just don't know about it, but I'm afraid that it just exists a lot less, or at least around me, than it used to, because there was not a weekend to be found when I was in my early 20s or teens, early 20s. You could not find a weekend where there wasn't some show put on by some 20-year-old that had 5 bands playing for $5 somewhere. And I mean, it's just sad to think that maybe that doesn't exist anymore.
We used to, in Middletown, we had this place called the Brutal Pad. And I remember being in a band, and this was like 2007. and they would have shows every Friday. And it was like sick punk bands and like post-hardcore. And I was in this band called Heroes and Heroines, right? We were like, hey, can we play a show? And they were like, sorry, brother, you're not brutal enough. And then the home got foreclosed on. I thought it was funny because they wouldn't let us play there. But that was like, we used to have that here. It was like those local shows, and they were every Friday, $5 or like $4, bring a can of food or whatever. But I swear it's rare. And I don't know about, again, Eric and I don't go to like college. So I don't know if like colleges are still doing those like cool little like house parties with the band covering Modest Mouse, and they're doing some originals. I don't think it's that popular.
I gotta believe it's happening somewhere to some degree, but I don't think
I hope
very high.
I hope too. Because there is a real phenomenon. We've seen it many times, because you just said it, Greg, like, okay, you can catch on TikTok, or you can have a song catch on, and there's this illusion that this artist is popular based on looking at some sort of statistic on the internet that does not translate. If that band plays live, like it a lot of times it'll be like, oh, I thought this band was big, and like it doesn't always translate to live, like the bands that don't put in the legwork of actually playing shows or touring. I mean, sure, there are exceptions the other way. If a song really takes off or something, yeah, in the pop world or something, but in the rock world, that doesn't always translate.
Right. All right, we're gonna play that one song everybody knows. All right, and then we're gonna play some of our new stuff. Boo!
Play that other song again.
Play that same song again, like on TikTok.
I think of what's his name? Joe? Is that DJO from the dude from Stranger Things?
Steve Carey. Yeah.
Yeah. And he has that one song that's on like every TikTok reel. And but I guess he was a musician, and it's good. It's a real banger, and he's actually a talented musician. But I was like, oh man, I just want to listen to that one song, and then I'm just going to go listen to someone else. So that's, shame on me. But I feel like I'm guilty of that.
You, Chris, you said you're pining for like MTV. Like, we miss it. We wish that there was still like a place for it. And I think that there is. My kids are about 10 and 11 years old, and every morning they turn on YouTube while they're like ready for school and they're ready for the bus to come. They turn on YouTube and they play this video. It's dated with the prior day's date, and it's I don't know if it's Billboard Top 100 songs or basically for us what TRL Live was. You remember TRL? It was, here's song number 20, and it's moved up 3 positions to get into the 20. Last week it was at 23, and now we're going to play the whole music video. It's basically that, but just for like 100 songs, and it goes exactly how it moved. And I wouldn't believe how many Michael Jackson songs are on there. And then
because of the movie.
Yeah.
Right.
Because of the movie.
Yeah, and they went to go see the movie, and they said that they loved it. But yeah, I think that there's, my kids are 10 and 11 years old. Will one of them want to like is that same stuff? Is that going to have that effect on them where they're going to want to play in a band and do like that low, like the street level concerts? Maybe.
We can only hope, man. And I hope that people's attention spans, the young people, are the hope now. On every level, you have to appreciate real artistry. I hope that people's attention span I love the album. I love a band's I love when it's a great album and not just a song. I hope that we can get, it's just personal taste. I know we live in a singles culture, and maybe we've been there for a long time, but I love a great album, and I really, really, all I can really hope, and I have maybe a little bit of promise of what I've seen from a few young people. I hope, God damn it, I hope that young people completely reject AI.
Yes.
In every aspect. If AI, there's this thing, if AI made your flyer, I'm not going to your show. I firmly believe in that. I went to a street fair yesterday, and somebody had used one of you could tell it's AI to make their logo. And I thought about getting tacos from them, but the fact that it was an AI sign on their thing, I said, "No, I'm not even getting tacos from the street vendor." That's how much I reject it.
I bet they got their taco recipe.
When it comes.
Yeah, I bet they got their recipe from ChatGPT. They said, "Give me a good taco recipe."
So, and let me tell you, so Eric and I, like, we have a day job, and I was in the process of booking an ambulatory, like an ambulance service for an event we're doing, and I opted not for this company because their website was all AI generated pictures. And you know how you can tell because like the spelling is always weird. It doesn't make sense.
It feels
incoherent.
fake.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so I said, well, if you can't even take the fucking time to if you're using it as a tool, that's one thing, or like a resource, but the fact that you're just letting it do your entire everything, then I don't trust that you're going to provide the actual service that I need. Actual people. I need real people for this. I need real people on this, someone to talk to, someone who's actually going to do the right thing. And if you're not giving me that, then I want nothing to do with you. So I just opted not to use them. Just no.
Yeah.
So it's like the tacos.
You're cheap.
But less
cheap
tasty.
And lazy. You're cheap and lazy, and I mean, this is a whole other thing, but when it comes to music or, any of the arts, you're fucking stealing. You're stealing from everybody. You're stealing, and people aren't, I mean, this is a whole can of worms. It's another thing. It just gets me fired up, not just for myself. I'm talking just in whole as a person who, man, I fucking love music. I fucking love music so much. And to think that the quote I always think of is that AI, having a talent, an artistic talent, used to be a way that an artist could use their talents to access wealth. But AI allows it that wealth can just steal the talent, and it gets me fired up.
I love how passionate.
It pisses me off.
I love how passionate you are about this. I do.
It fucking pisses me off. I get fucking pissed every day of my life. I see red when I like how much I reject this shit, and all I can hope is people see through it. That's all I can.
So, Chris, let me ask: does AI have a purpose anywhere?
I would be fine if it didn't exist whatsoever. Yeah. Now, people, okay, look, just use your brains, people. We don't need to rely on this crutch. Now, you'll hear. My friend Matt Kelly. He said to me that he has a friend whose vision was going, and there was some sort of AI device. I don't know whether it was glasses or whatever, but basically would describe what was going on for them, and it improved their way of life. And when I hear a story like that, I'm like, okay, well, that's an okay use. And I hear a lot of people say, with the exception of like, hey man, if you use this technology to like cure cancer or something, like, sure, I'm not going to argue against that, but that I haven't seen that happen yet. And if so, I will gladly welcome any innovations like that. But as far as for the arts, like, no, or like, the replacement of like using your brain. People's brains are going to turn to mush because of this shit.
I don't know, man. You can write a whole album in like 5 minutes by just going to this website and hitting.
Oh my God,
stop.
Don't
You're
get me
Chris,
fucking. Don't give me. You're going to give me a fucking coronary talking about those fucking websites, because I get so pissed off about it. Like
Chris's last appearance ever on Daddies the Podcast.
You know what? It's gonna.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I was just gonna say, like, don't get me on my soapbox.
It reminds me of. It's gonna turn us into that movie Idiocracy. Have you seen that movie?
I know, of course.
Where we're all just so dumb.
We're already past that. Like, that movie doesn't even seem outrageous anymore.
No,
just every day,
doesn't.
There's another thing where I'm like, this would be too stupid for Idiocracy. I mean, we've been well past that for a while, but yeah,
what do they do?
AI is not
water all their plants with Gatorade, Brondo, or something.
Yeah, sure. Of course, yeah. We're already past that. We were already past that when the president of the United States was saying inject yourself with bleach. Like that was crazier than Brondo. So we're already past that. So, but hey, I actually I'm gonna have to bounce here in a second because I'm going to the Pirates game tonight.
Very nice. I see you got the hat on. Yeah,
for the first time in many years, the Pittsburgh Pirates are kind of decent. I want to go support that.
Absolutely, as you should. I'm sure. Well, do it before the tickets get too expensive, because if they start doing too well, like the Phillies have been the last few years, you just can't afford to go to the games anymore.
Yeah, right. We were able to get tickets for $38 a ticket tonight, so that's still pretty reasonable, because I saw some NBA Finals tickets. I can't believe what some of and I'm a Knicks fan, but I can't believe what some of those freaking tickets were going for the NBA Finals.
Yeah, you won't see me there.
For those for those listening that weren't here when you were talking about, so where are you going? Not for those of Greg, but for those that are just tuning in.
I just said I would. Well, to be honest, like, it's fun talking to you guys. I would talk for. I know we're probably already past the limit of what your normal episode would be, but I actually do have to bounce because I'm
same. So we thank you, Chris, for joining us, and we'll have to have you back on so we can talk about how awesome AI is. One.
I love that. That's where we ended with me being.
Leave that bad taste.
Yeah, right.
I love all the videos of people getting booed at the commencement addresses when they start talking about AI. I love them. Boo them.
Yes. Thanks for listening to Daddies the Podcast. Don't forget to subscribe, drop a review, and give us a like. We'll see you next time.